Fujifilm X100V. A lot has been said about this camera since its release, and to this day this is a camera that is talked about and relevant. Now, I don't own this particular camera, but my dad has one, and he's had it for, I think, 2 years now, so I had plenty of chances to use it. With that in mind, I decided to write this video basing my thoughts on this camera on more or less 2 years of casual family use, as well as a week of more intense use for testing purposes. For those of you who don't know what this camera is, I'm going to give you a quick rundown of its most important characteristics. The X100V is a compact camera made by Fujifilm. It features a 26 megapixel APS-C size sensor, as well as a 23mm f2 lens. When we talk about compact, casual use cameras like this, we usually want 3 or 4 things. Decent image quality, decent size and pocketability, as well as nice user experience and aesthetics. I personally think that the X100V delivers in all of those aspects. It has very decent image quality, as well as decent size, and it's an absolute joy to use and look at. And while I can't in good conscience call myself a professional photographer right now, a camera is a tool that I actually use most days. And keep in mind what I said, a tool. See, I believe that no camera is supposed to just look pretty and be expensive. Cameras are tools that are meant to be taken out and used, and that is their primary purpose. However, and I say this as someone who has had opportunity to use 4 different camera systems, namely Canon, Sony, Nikon, and Fujifilm, for client purposes, I'm also a firm believer that tools are meant to be enjoyed by the people that use and operate them, even in a strictly professional setting. Now, I obviously know that quality is the most important thing, and we all need to deliver things that are of good enough quality for our clients. But I don't want to do this on a camera that I dread using. I want to do this on a camera that I actually find enjoyable. And for me, that enjoyment comes from the way a camera operates, but also in a very minor way from the way a certain camera looks. I would be lying to you if I said that aesthetics weren't a factor when I bought into the Fujifilm ecosystem. They were a very minor one, but definitely a factor. And I obviously know that the X100V is not a professional camera, and that's why I think that the way it looks and feels is even more important. So, is this camera the most bang for your buck when it comes to image quality? Probably not. Portability, maybe? No, not really. Price? Most certainly not. This is not a cheap camera. But I do know from my own experience, as well as the experience of other people that I asked that had the chance to use the X100V or other X100 cameras, that these cameras are a profoundly enjoyable tool to use for a variety of casual, hobbyist, and otherwise non-professional use. These cameras look very good, they feel well made, and frankly they're just enjoyable to use. And this is something that I feel is missing from a lot of today's cameras. I feel that a lot of camera manufacturers focus so much on image quality and what they can pack into their cameras that they just simply forget to make them enjoyable to use. And it's also what I think that Fujifilm nails when it comes to this camera. Anyway, let me know what you think about the X100V or maybe other cameras, as well as your thoughts in general in the comments below, and I will see you. Alright, I'm out of here. It's terribly cold.